going to complete a table for an exponential function, and an exponential function is just defined as any function that is a constant number to the x. So the variable is in the exponent, and b has to be greater than 0, and b cannot be 1. Because if b is 1, then b to the x is just 1. It's just a horizontal line. So we're given the function g of x is equal to 1 over 8 to the x, and we're asked to complete a table of values with -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. So g of -2 is 1/8 to the -2, and that is 64. G of -1 is equal to 1/8 to the -1, and that's just 8. G to the 0, or sorry, g of 0 is 1/8 to the 0, and that's 1. That's by definition. Anything to the 0 power is 1. G to the 1 is equal to 1/8 to the 1, that is 1/8. And then g squared, or g to the g of 2 is 1/8 squared, which is 1 over 64. And you need to be able to do all of this in your head. But sometimes when you need a bunch of values for the same function, it is easier on your calculator to hit y equals, and you'll, in parentheses, put 1 over 8 to the x. And then you can hit the table function, or you can use the calc button and enter the values that you want. The table button will give you these values, but particularly if you're doing fractional values or something, you might want to do the calculate button, because then you can enter the x's that you want and it will give you back the y. So I also want to make a note of the fact what this graph is going to look like. We go through 0, 1, and we go through 1, 8, which is way up here, and we go through 2, 64, which is like way, way up here somewhere, and then 1, 1/8, and 2, 1 over 64. So the function looks something like this. It will never become negative. It will never actually hit 0. It will get closer and closer to 0. But on the other side, it will rise very, very quickly.